Hey Capturus, if you're watching, I'm currently at the park, and today I'm going to be talking to you about what I read from April 17. So April 17 was yesterday. I woke up that morning and I read from the book of Joshua. I'm continuing to read the book of Joshua because I first started reading Joshua. I read Joshua, and from that day I read from chapter 4. Chapter 4 was a very interesting topic, and it talked about how the Israelites carried the Ark of the Covenant to pass the Jordan River. When they were passing the Jordan River, they did something. What they did was they placed memorials, two memorials, one in the riverbed and one in Gilgal. What's so important in that chapter? I've learned about remembering God. You see, today it seems easy to forget God. It's very direct to the point. Most of the time, when we're at work, even in our homes, we tend to forget God in the good days and in the bad. See, God gave us everything. He cared for us. He loves us. And then He never forgot about us. He gave us His only begotten Son so that we could enter heaven. And that's kind of sad that the people He did that for just simply forgets about Him. And so I'm here to give you a reminder of what we should do based on what I've read from Joshua chapter 4. So in Joshua chapter 4, God commanded Joshua and the Israelites to put two memorials, one in the riverbed when they crossed Jordan and one when they reached Gilgal, so that He will be remembered. What He did for the Israelites will be remembered. How they crossed that river, the Jordan River, will be remembered. Now, in times of difficulty, we may forget God's goodness and grace towards us, and worst of all, we might forget God. That is why we cling in onto these temporary things that we think might save us, which cannot, not knowing that we have a good God, a God who cares, a God who always remembers. And this can not only be witnessed in the times of difficulty, but also in the times of our success. Now, every time we're facing difficulties, we tend to forget God when we worry. We worry about the things that should not be worried since we have a God. And in the good times, we tend to forget God. But that's not the case for our reminders for today, for this video. When life is going well, we also forget God. We forget that He was the one allowing us to have the life that we have. We should be remembering Him for everything. This is why God commanded Joshua and the Israelites to build a memorial for Him. And for me, I'm not building a physical memorial, but however, I am going to build a memorial in my life. Because God is not a relative that we forget when there are no special occasions. You know, when there are special occasions, for example, Christmas, New Year's Eve, our relatives come to visit us and eat with us, or we go visit them. Then after that, what's next? We forget about them. Not really forget completely, but still, you get the point. However, God is not a uncle that we just forget once the occasion's over. He's our Father. He's been there from the beginning, and He will be with us till the end. So, He never left, and He never gave up on us. He was and is always good. He was there every step that we take, and He loves us. And I think that's very worth remembering. That's worth remembering. I think that the memorials in Jordan's riverbank and in Gilgal are examples of what our hearts and minds should have. These two places should have a memorial in order for us to remember God always. Number one, we should place a memorial in our mind to remember God for everything. Remember Him in the times of the good and in the times of the bad. A life example for me was the time when I got to college. I tend to forget God and just easily go on with college works, and it was wrong. It was wrong. And the only time I get a revival is whenever I came back to Butuan to read the Bible and to listen God's word, because it was different back in the home. But now, realizing what I've done, realizing my commitments, I wanted to change that, and I did that by reading my Bible, remembering God through prayers, remembering Him through His Word. I want to remember Him. He's not supposed to be someone you forget, but someone you always remember. Number two is a memorial for your heart. To remember everything that He has done, you have to put a memorial for your heart. To remember Him always, not just when the times are bad or good. Now, that was a very simple devotional that I had yesterday morning, and it gave me a lot already on what I should do. So that chapter spoke to me, and I pray that it speaks to me every day, not just to remember God in the times where I have fun, in the times where I receive or accomplish things, or in the times where I'm in trouble or I'm in the deepest part of my life. I have to remember Him always. In everything I do and everywhere I go, with the memorials I place in my life, in my mind and in my heart, I will and I shall remember God. And I hope you guys as well will remember Him. I hope you guys will put a memorial in your lives so that in every step that you take and every day that you have, you will remember Him. Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in the next video, Lord willing. Um, Very interesting that I came to do this in a park, and it's a new experience also, but I'm glad I did it. So that was all. Always remember God.